Two key stats the Liberty will rely on to repeat as WNBA champs. The New York Liberty don't often make it easy on themselves, but down the stretch, they've proven that they can still pull it off. Monday night at Barclays Center, the defending WNBA champions did just that. They held off the Connecticut Sun for an 81-79 win in a game that encapsulated their roller coaster season. It wasn't always pretty. It wasn't always smooth. But it was a victory that demonstrated two trends New York will need to further establish if the Liberty are to repeat as WNBA champions. Finishing games with their three stars on the floor at the same time, and Jonquel Jones posting double-doubles. The headliner of the evening was the return of Breanna Stewart, who missed just over a month with a knee injury. Stewart, even on a minutes restriction, looked to be in top form, scoring 19 points to lead New York. It was her stature, her existence, her physically and emotionally riding the Liberty as they fought through a game that felt more close than it should have on paper against a September 27th Sunday squad. For PU_Berto99709-430 fans, the return to form of Stewart is a reminder of why they are still a contender. When she, Sabrina, Ionescu, and Jonquel Jones are all healthy, they make perhaps the most dominant trio in the league. Their combined might was on exhibit again through this nail-biter, because every single time all three closed out the game, New York remained unbeaten. The Liberty came out of the gate in full control, flying around on Devil's Night and threatening to end the game before it even began. But basketball is never that easy. New York's shooting went cold in the second quarter, as the Liberty went 2 for 13 and scored only 10 points. Connecticut pounced and kept the game within striking distance. At one juncture, the Sun got 4 offensive rebounds in one possession, which ended with an Anissa Morrow layup that had Liberty fans groaning. By the end of the first half, what appeared as a blowout had become a fight. The Liberty would eventually recover late, going up by 9 points with 90 seconds remaining. But the Sun did not go away silently, trimming the deficit to only 2 points in the final moments. New York nearly lost everything on a turnover by Stewart, but in one of the game's most dramatic plays, both Ionescu and Kennedy Burke raced down the court to swat away Layla Lakin's potential game-tying layup. Ionescu received the official credit, but Burke later teased that she had been entitled to a bag of hot fries or some ice cream from her teammate for splitting the stop. The defending champs survived, and in the process, they demonstrated two important things that could shape their playoff run. Stat number 1, when Ionescu, Stewart, and Jones all close Liberty are 10-0. Ionescu, Stewart, and Jones led New York to its first WNBA title last October. It's been that way all season, with injuries repeatedly preventing them from sharing the floor. Stewart also missed 13 games with a knee injury. Jones had missed a month with a sprained ankle. Even Ionescu joked, somewhat, after Monday's win, that her teammates have been leaving her all season. But when the trio finishes games together, the outcomes are undeniable. The Liberty improved to 10-0 on the season in games with Ionescu, Stewart, and Jones finishing together in Monday's victory. That's not just a stat, it's an equation. It's not a guarantee New York is perfect in the postseason, but it's evidence that's impossible to ignore. When New York's brightest stars are healthy and available for the moments that demand them, it's hard to see them being vanquished. The second key stat comes from Jonquel Jones. She recorded her 101st career double-double with 18 points and 11 rebounds against Connecticut. It was more than another night at the office, however. It was an extension of a stretch that has rendered the Liberty unstoppable. And New York is 33-0 when Jones posts a double-double. Jones said she herself believed that to be exaggerated, even as it further underscores the importance of aggressive rebounding and playing hard. Her rebounding provides New York with second-chance opportunities and is also instrumental in the team's transition offense. If the Liberty hope to repeat as champions, Jones' double-double numbers must remain a central focus of their game plan. As gratifying as Monday's victory was, it also reinforced lingering worries. The Liberty almost squandered a comfortable lead because they did not finish possessions and bungled pressure late. Stewart's turnover with 8 seconds left served as an exclamation point on just how flammable their execution can be when pressed to the brink. Jones said as much after the game, emphasizing how the team needs to be better at playing through to the rebound and of finishing its defensive stance. For a defending champion, they are non-negotiables, especially in the postseason, when opponents will be sharper, stronger, and hungrier than a lottery-bound team like the Sun. The Liberty, 23-15, are in 5th position in the playoff standings. The defending champs have the talent to go all the way, but as Monday proved, talent will not win it alone. They need health. They need discipline. And above all, they should trust the numbers that have gotten them to this point. Ionescu and Stewart, and Jones finishing, and Jones double-doubling. New York will be circled on every team's bracket in the league, and nobody wants to get knocked out by the champs. For the Liberty, that means embracing the pressure, finishing things off stronger than they start, and reminding themselves that their path to another championship is all there in the statistics. Fire will the Liberty's perfect stretches with their stars, and Jonquel Jones's double-doubles last in the playoffs? Backhand index pointing right, tell us what you think in the comments, and get in on the conversation as the postseason nears.